Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how as a boomer you can generate as much income as a doctor working in his prime part-time from home and from anywhere in the world. As you know, I know some of you guys are probably just rolling your eyes right now. You're like, well, that sounds too good to be true. Well, if that's you, then I just want you to hear me out just for a couple of minutes because I'm going to show you how this works. This is something that I've done and I've been teaching successfully for years and have seen countless other people be successful using the exact same framework and business model. I know. I wrote the book from teaching hundreds of thousands of people, actually, from stages and in work groups. You can get it in Amazon. There's the code. So this works. I know it works. And if you follow the same model, it's going to work exactly the same way for you. So here's the process. It's really pretty simple. There are two ways of doing this, and I'm going to go into detail and show you one of them right here in this video. The first step is to figure out something that you could teach some people that is worth at least $1,000 to them. That's it. Figure out something that somebody will be willing to pay you for your knowledge. We're going to do this in 9 steps. Now, why 9 steps? That's what this book is. How to build your own coaching program in 9 steps. How you take a coaching program. Briefly, let me break it down for you. If you create a 9-step program, you're going to always know exactly where you're at any given moment in the framework. Your clients and students are also going to know, and you're going to have measurable end results because you're going to know the exact steps and processes where they're at. Now, chances are you already have a skill and experience or some knowledge that's worth at least $1,000 to someone else. And actually, $1,000 is a pretty low threshold, but we're going to start there. Now, here's the thing. There are a lot of things that are worth $1,000 or more to learn. For example, how to have a happier relationship. Don't avoid a divorce. How much is that? People will pay $1,000 for that. Will people pay? Absolutely. They pay for coaching, for marriage retreats and so forth, a lot more than that. So, of course, they would. And how to get a better job. I mean, could you teach somebody how to get a better job? How to get a promotion? Is that worth it? At least $1,000 to get a better job. They something that they've had before. They'll be willing to pay $1,000 for that. Even a simple consulting fee for an executive is something that can help him improve his position in his employment. That's a good return on investment. How to start a business. If you could show somebody how to start a business that makes more than $1,000, well, that knowledge is worth at least $1,000 itself. So we're always looking about the return on investment. What are people looking to short path their learning curve to get to where they want to get to? If you happen to have the shortcut, people are going to be willing to pay for it. How about if, how to show an Uber driver what the peak hours is? I mean, I don't know. I've never been an Uber driver, but if you figured out how to make a little bit more money as an Uber driver over the course of a year, that's probably well worth over $1,000 to them. Or negotiate a better salary, how to beat anxiety, how to beat alcoholism, how to look younger, feel better, how to be a better parent, how to train your dog how to behave in public. I mean, all of those are skills that you may have that people are willing to pay for them. There are tons of things that you could teach somebody that they would be willing to pay at least $1,000, because at the end of the day, $1,000 is really not very much money in our economy today. So I didn't find something like that you could teach people or be willing to pay for $1,000. If you don't have something, you could go and learn it. Okay. And by the way, if you have zero skills, knowledge, people that'll be willing to pay for, that's okay. The second way of doing this is looking at other people's problems or problems that groups of people have, and then figuring out a solution and providing that service to them. But I think that most adults, especially us boomers, can find at least something that's worth $1,000 to help another person solve a problem that they have with our experience and our knowledge and our skills. People are just looking to short path a learning curve, and we are here to help them. But if you absolutely don't, then go learn. Find something that's worth at least $1,000 to people that that you could do, learn how to do it, and teach somebody else how to get results with what you have just learned. Go read some books, watch some YouTube videos, create a process of how to do that, and then you can teach other people. You can charge $1,000 or more, right? This is really not difficult at all. All right, so let's go to the steps. Step 1, to find that one thing that you can teach somebody that's worth at least $1,000 to them. Step 2 is to find people who are interested. What sort of people are likely to be interested in that thing that you're going to teach them? Now, this is what we do. So if you want to teach Ben how to have a better relationship, then probably you're going to find men or women who are in relationships, because you can relate to their situation, you can relate to the problem that they're having. If you want to teach people how to make more money as an Uber drivers, you want to find people that are Uber drivers or Lyft drivers or cab drivers, okay? You want to find people that are in that niche, that where they're trying to improve the positioning that they have right now in the place where they're at. One of my clients is recently divorced with his small boys and has coaching program for other dads going through the same issues he is. Together, they all help each other and in their group and in the coaching program. So if you want to find people that are likely to be interested in the thing that you have or are able to teach, and there are a whole bunch of ways to find these people. Now, probably the most obvious way is through advertising. I know, but we're going to show you how to do this organically, so you don't have to spend any money in advertising. It's not yet. You do that when you want to scale. There are a million different platforms that you could advertise, and then you could target your advertising to those people if you choose to go that way and when you're ready to scale. But advertising is not the only way. If you don't want, you don't have to pay for advertising. You could start, by using different groups in social media. I'm going to show you how to do that. But you could get Facebook groups. You could get on subreddits. There are different places that you can go to. Okay, and we talk about some of them in the book and how you can get it done in a lot more detail. But here's the thing: the other way you could do this is just a good old-fashioned networking. I do a lot of networking, first of all, because I love talking to people. It's a lot better than recording a video and trying to convey a message. I love the interaction with people. So you just meet people at places where the sort of people who are likely to be interested in your product hang out. Start conversations with those people and tell them how you can help them. That's it. It's really simple. So you've done step one, which is to figure out something that you could teach that's worth at least $1,000. Right? Now you've done step two, which is to find the people who are likely to be interested. Now, step three is to offer them a free sample with a call to action. Now, how we do this? What you want to do is in this step is to teach them something for free that proves that you know what you're talking about. A small sample, something that they can get a quick response, something that they can get a quick result so that you can measure that with them. So you teach them something that's actually useful, actually relevant, actually helpful to them where they're at, where you can say, or I like this person. Okay, this is what they're going to say. Man, I like this. I'm getting the results. He really knows what he's talking about. And then once you teach them the free thing, then you can give them a second call to action, and that is to get something else of a lot more value working with you. To give them an opportunity to get into a premium course so they'll be personally coached by you. And as many have guessed, that's exactly what I'm doing in this video right now. I'm teaching you something for free that I believe is going to be very valuable to you. And then towards the end of the video, I'm going to give you an opportunity to apply for personal coaching with me, where I will personally hold your hand and walk you through every step of setting up your business model. Or you can just get the book and try to get it done by yourself. Are you going to be successful at doing it by yourself? Maybe. The large percentage of people won't, because they need some hand holding, they need some coaching, they need some correction all the way. But for a free sample, what you do is figure out what the most attractive thing is that you can teach somebody for free. And then you deliver that content. So that might be an overview of your whole process for getting them to a desired result, which, by the way, is what I'm doing right here with you right now. I'm giving you an overview of this business model, or it could be one particular part of the process, which tends to give people the most trouble, and which tends to be the top thing that they do. For example, I have another video where I show how to use these little Post-it notes. This is essential in step number 4 in our course. But anyhow, that's another video. So you can put a free sample into a digital book. You can make a cheat sheet. You can make a video. You can make it a blog post. You can even just make it a social media post where you provide some value. There are a bunch of ways to do this, and the format really doesn't matter that much. Like my video on this. This is a video, and actually I teach it there's a whole chapter in the book about that, but this is step 4 in the 9-step program. Now, so anyhow, so here you have your free sample. And then at the end of the free sample, you want to have a call to action. You always want to end your video with a call to action. Now, the call to action could be a link to a sales page where they can buy your product. If you're just getting started, you probably don't have a sales page. You just have your phone number, reach out to you, and then you can build all these other systems and processes as you grow. And I said you can monetize them. It could be a link to a calendar. There are some free calendars out there where people can go and book an appointment with you. It can be super informal. You can just say, hey, message me if you like to know more. And then, and the last step in the process is actually to set up your conversion event. And we can do that later. But this is how the person actually buys, how the person actually becomes your customer. They get to know you, they get to like you, they get to trust you based on what you're sharing with them. So when your call to action is going to a sales page, then you have to set up the sales page. Now, again, that's advanced procedures, advanced systems, advanced things that we're going to do later on. Right now, it's just to schedule a call. It can be through a chat, and then you get the phone number, and then you get to speak to them, and then you get to share your information with them. So here's going to turn the person, from a call into a customer. It's simple. The process can be simplified and it can be complicated. The simple we keep it, the more success we're going to have to get started. So ask the person to message you. You want a general idea how you're going to handle the message conversation to get the sale. And that's it. That's the whole business model. 4 simple steps. Step 1, find something that you can teach that's worth at least $1,000 or more. Step 2, find the sort of people who are likely to be interested. Step 3, offer some sort of free sample with a call to action at the end. And step 4, set up a conversion event. That's the schedule. That's all you have to do. After that is just rinse and repeat. Do it again. And then, of course, once you start getting customers, you actually have to teach them the thing that you promised that you were going to teach them. But everything else can just be reused. You can reuse the same method for getting people in. You can reuse the same audiences. You can reuse the same free sample. You can reuse the same sales process over and over again, and it'll continue working. Once you have all the pieces built, then you can keep repeating this process over and over again and only have to spend a few hours per week initiating the processes because everything runs in automation. Okay, let's look at the numbers. I promise you, you can make the same amount of money as a doctor working part-time from home from anywhere in the world. So I want to do a search on how much a doctor makes. The median doctor in the United States makes about $210,000 per year. Now, if we separate that out into months, that's a little less than $20,000 per month. How much is $20,000 per month? If you're coaching a program or your group costs $1,000, well, that means that you need to make 20 sales per month. If your program, once you get good at it, you can start charging $2,000 a month. That means that you need to make 10 sales per month. When you get better, you start charging $3,000 a month because you're getting better results. You're getting better at it. You got better way of teaching your course. Now, how many sales do you really need? Okay, this is very doable. And it's not that hard. If you have something valuable to teach, people will be willing to pay you a premium price to teach it again. This is something that I've done successfully many times. I've taught many of my students. You're going to see some of them here, some of them professionals, some of them left the 9-to-5s, some of them are retirees that were able to come back into the earning income. Okay, better now than they did when they were actually working full-time in their 9-to-5s. Listen, this is about the simplest business model, but it works amazingly well. And it's wonderful for having a lifestyle where you're not working all the time, where you can pretty much travel wherever you want, where you can pretty much live wherever you want to live. And you get to choose your schedule. It gives you a lot of freedom, and it's going to make you a pretty good amount of money doing this. Okay? Now, as I told you earlier in this video, I'm going to open an opportunity for a few folks to work directly with me, where I'm going to personally walk you through this entire process. I'm going to create this business with you, not for you, but with you, with your skills, your experiences, your knowledge. I'm going to take you through the 9 steps and help you create this product where you're going to be able to give people measurable end results. I'm going to take you by the hand. So you're going to be able to have your very own 9-step program. Even if you already know what to teach, I'm going to help you figure it out. I'm going to show you exactly how to find the right people. I'm going to show you how to reach out to those people. I'm going to show you how to create the conversion event. I'm going to show you how to take the payments. I'm going to show you how to create an order form, literally every part of the process. I've done this over and over again. And right now, before the end of this quarter year, if you're watching this, I want to take a few more people and take them by the hand because I need to write volume 2. Okay, and I need some new testimonials. So I'm getting ready to do something that I've never done before. So I want you to go ahead and schedule a call. So if you want the fastest and easiest way to be successful, just like anything else, I want you to do is to find somebody who has already done the thing that you like to do. And you have that person walk you through the process, have that person teach you how to do it again. Now, it's that simple. I've just taught you how you can get it done. I've done this countless of times, so I know what I'm doing, and I can help you do the same thing. If you don't know what you want to teach already, it's okay. We're going to figure it out. Okay, we have a process where we sit down and we work through it, so we get to figure out what you know, what you're an expert, what you're a real expert at, and get over that imposter syndrome, because that really is just nothing more than fear of. But what I need you to do is I need you to be coachable, first of all, and tell you what to do. You actually do it. If you're coachable, you're going to say yes. If I tell you what to do, you're going to go ahead and do it, no questions, and you get it done, and you're going to start seeing results real quick. So there's no point in me telling you how to create a business if you're not going to follow the directions and then not going to work at it. So having said that, it's going to be a situation that there's no point working together in the first place. So, and then the second thing that I look for is that you're actually willing to put forth the effort. Now, why do I say that? Because I'm going to give you the best of me. You're going to get that on the calls, but you need to put forth the effort. It's going to take some work. It's going to take a little time. It's going to take some effort at the beginning. So you have to be willing to accept that. You have to be willing to put in some of the work before you see a reward. I can help you. I'm even going to give you a proven and tried script that's going to allow you to test your market and those interested in your program before you get too far into it. Before you build it, you're going to know if people are interested in buying what you have to offer. This is really, really cool. Okay, so you're going to have people actually waiting. You're going to know who wants it and who doesn't. This won't hurt your feelings the way that we're going to do it. And then you can have people ready, willing, and able to accept whatever you're going to give them. So if you're willing to be coachable, and if you're willing to put the work to build a successful business, then I'm going to be happy to work with you. Now, obviously, this is not going to be cheap. I'm giving you my personal support to get to a point of making multiple six figures per year. Then it is going to be a premium price. But I'm sure you already guessed that by now. But what I can tell you is that the amount of money that you're going to make is going to be many, many, many times the price of what I'm going to charge for admission into my coaching program. And secondly, since I'm looking for a brand new group of testimonials, my price is going to be the lowest now than it will ever be in the future. Right? So now, this is something. This is very important, very informal at this point. What I want you to do, in this page, there's a button for you to schedule a call. Okay? Or there's a link. If this is a YouTube video, you're going to have a link below in the description. So if you like to get to the ground floor, then now is the time. As of this recording of the video last quarter 2021, if you're watching this months and months in the future, then I can't guarantee what's exactly going to happen. But I will bet you that the price will not be the same as it is going to be right now, the last quarter of 2021. Get in, because you're going to work with me personally, not with my team. I have a team. You're going to get to meet them, but you're going to work with me personally this last quarter. This is something that's of interest to you, whether you're watching this in the last quarter, 2021, or whether you're watching this in the future, then click the link in the description, or there's a button. There should be a link somewhere on this video, or button or something, okay, and find the link. Okay, if it's an email, there's a link somewhere here for you to go ahead and schedule a call. Click, and then answer a few questions about where you are, what's your current situation, what are your goals, what are your desires, what would you like to happen, give me a little bit of background about you, and then if I think that we're a good fit to work together, if I'm confident that I can get you the results and make you successful in this, I'll be in touch with you and I will let you know. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you're reaching or watching this in YouTube, please do me a favor. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, look at some of the other videos, get to know me. If you want more like this in the future, leave me a comment. I'll actually respond. If you have any questions, actually subscribe and hit the little bell so you get notified when the next video comes out too. Okay? So if you have any questions or you have anything that I can clarify for you, go ahead and schedule a call. Thank you for watching, and I wish you the best.